Good afternoon. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm doing well. You know what? Hold on. Before we go into this, let me do one more thing. Hold on. Okay, perfect. There we go. We're back. Just wanted to make sure I had a couple windows over here. There we go. Hope everyone's doing well on this. It's Friday, isn't it? Let's just, yeah, look at that. Friday. Oof. What I am working on right now is basically it's gonna be this enchanted chalice, I called it. We Miss Winter, hello. Oh, hydrate. Don't mind if I do. Gonna open up this. I accidentally bought a bunch of Diet Pepsis, so it's on me now to drink them. It was funny because when I got them in, they package it different than Diet Cokes, right? So I looked at it, I'm like, oh wow, it's not like, you know, flat anymore in the cardboard and everything. It's like stacked, right? It comes different now. Nope. Yum 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 yum. All right, move my cell phone. So I am creating this new item here. As you can see, we actually have some of the Rift Bloom tea in it. And I'm just bringing in the Eldrathnium metal, right? The different things we'll be able to make with it. And the one thing is Rift Bloom tea. So we got an empty one, we have a semi-filled one, and then we have one that's filled. I have to change the outside texture. I don't know what I want it to look like yet. I hate when they change packaging. I thought they did too, but no, I just ordered the wrong stuff. How you doing, Fritz? Yeah, it was my mistake. I glanced at it. I'm like, yeah, diet, and I'm like, yeah, it's soda. I got it wrong. So I have a bunch of Diet Pepsis to drink. Not happy about that. I'm getting a taste for it though. Could be worse. So I think right now I'm going to change the outside texture. I'll make it look like just regular enchanted stone. There we go. And then what we will do is, actually for this, I have to make a whole other kind of buff. Because the idea is, I don't want people to drink from buckets, right? And then get this mana buff. Or at least, you know, that shouldn't be the primary sources like everyone carries around a bucket. I want to encourage you to carry around one of these magical cups, right? And it has 2 servings, right? It holds 2 servings. But the thing is, drinking it from these is going to double the potency of the Rift Bloom tea. So that's how we're going to do it. Heading towards pub beta or still closed beta? Oh, public's not getting any of this right now. You kidding me? It's all closed beta until I have like a final release. Honestly, if there's nothing else to really change and it just goes to a release until we get 1.20, I can't trust people with this. Like people do not read. They're going to put it in their old worlds and they're going to lose all of their old magic progress and it's going to be all over and they're going to be like, oh, why doesn't it work? And I don't want to hear it. So 1.20 is when people are going to have their new worlds. And at that point, once we have a decent version, right? Like a final version that looks like it's not buggy AF, then I will have the public be able to have this. But I am also open to, there was a couple more people, like I'm going to start reaching out to, once the beta is like out, I'm going to reach out to some of the people in Discord that have been talking, you know, a little bit, and just seeing if they are interested in, you know, hopping in and trying the beta. Because at that point, it's just going to be, you know, dialing things in, right? That's all it is. All it is. I pretty much have Eldrathium like done though. Like I brought it in. It's a full-blown metal. Full-blown. Oh, I was wondering what that was. No, it was a Devouring Void. Neat. All right, so, whew, I need to create a couple buffs because when we drink this, I have the regular Riftbloom tea buff. So I guess I need to think about what I want this buff to be called. I don't think it should be called Riftbloom tea. Still, or the just regular Riftbloom tea. It should be something like Enchanted Riftbloom tea, maybe. Maybe. You could be like EA and just release it buggy as hell. That's their typical release. Yeah, right? Come on, they're not bugs, they're features. We thought you would like this. Now you're telling us no? Oh, man. You know what I just realized? It just hit me. I added this, right? I added this new thing here to drink from to try and prevent people from carrying around a bucket and drinking right from the bucket. You could just put your bucket down and you can like fill. You can fill these, right? I'll drink this, right? And I can just fill it from the bucket and then still get my bonus. Oh my god. Yep. I'm so glad I spent all of this time. I thought I was clever. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And there's a problem too. Like once you're higher level, right? Once you're a higher tier, the passive mana regen doesn't really work as well. So this would have bridged that gap too. But you know, great. So glad. I don't even really care for how these look so much. I gotta find a good look for these. But yeah, so that's great. I feel so unmotivated to finish this now. Now that I just realized you could just still carry a bucket with you, place it down, and just fill these up that way. Well, at that point, it's 2 inventory slots sacrificed. Yeah, it is. Oh, man. Super clever. Super clever. Alright, you know what? I already have it in. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna have to save and quit. We're gonna create... I think I have to do 3 more buffs. Let's take a quick look here. Here are my spells. Global's what I want. So yeah, I'm gonna have to make like an enchanted Riftbloom tea variant. The duration stays the same. It's really just about the buff itself that gets put on you. So, all right. Let me at least clean up the code before I duplicate it. There we go. There, format it so it's not so eek. Boo, 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 doo, boo, doo, boo, boo. There we go. You know what? I don't have to come up with other icons either. I can just, yeah, I could just, this isn't going to be as bad of a lift as I thought. It won't be too bad. We just have some localization to do. That's about it. There we go. All right, so I'm going to copy and paste this, copy and paste that, copy and paste that. And we are going to rename these. This will be Enchanted is going to be the keyword for all this. Riftbloom tea. In here, it's going to be the same thing. Enchanted Riftbloom tea 2. And then Enchanted Riftbloom tea 1. Boop. Now I'm going to have to open these up. We're going to have to come into here. I need to make more entries for this. Boo, 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 boo. There we go. Now we have to go into here, right? I have to put in the keyword enchanted for the registry names for these new buffs. I need to pop in enchanted here, copy, paste. So we'll save that, hop into here, paste, paste, hop into, whoops, here, paste and paste, right? So all of that stuff should be done. Let's register this new buff, or these 3 new buffs. So that is regular Riftbloom T, that's Riftbloom block. There it is. This is what I want. So this will be enchanted, copy, paste, paste. With this, we'll just select them all, and we'll pop enchanted in there. So those are registered. Let's take a quick look here. Yeah, I don't really have a way for you to disable these because they're spells, but they're technically not. It's a food buff, pretty much, is what this is. We also have to go into the buffs, like what actually gets applied here. Where is it? It's a behavior. There it is, buff system. All right, so we have all of this Riftbloom T stuff, so I need to copy all that and paste in a new set, and this will be enchanted Riftbloom T. Here we go. And then we need to apply the logic for a new method called enchanted Riftbloom T, which I need to copy these 3 now. Copy, paste. We got to put the keyword, create some new method, new methods, enchanted Riftbloom T. Paste and paste. There we go. All right, so I need to take a look at this. Ooh. We need to create some new variables here. Copy, paste. So this will be the enchanted. Enchanted, enchanted, enchanted. We have to initialize these. I'm going to do something here. I'm going to say this equals this times 2. Because really it's going to be double. It's going to be double. That would be a 2, that would be a 3, 3, 2. And this will be all of the enchanted Riftbloom T. There we go. So I can set whatever it is here, and it will just kind of do the math for me. Now I get to use this variable down here. So here's the Riftbloom T. Really, I just need the keyword enchanted there. Paste, paste, and paste. There we go. So now we should be able to apply this buff. This buff should, I mean, it should start ticking every 5 seconds. We will have double the potency right there. Perfect. I can close out of that. I can close out of that and that. Get rid of that. Regular Riftbloom T we do not need. I don't need to do anything else there. I do need to get the collectible behavior, this right here. I'm going to pop this out. We are going to have to take a look at that. I will eventually need to do some localization magic because we created some new spells. I will actually do that now. There we go. So first thing we're going to have to do is copy this flavor text here. And this will be, oh man, wait a minute. I'm gonna have to do something. I kind of broke my own rules here a little bit. You know what? It's fine. Screw it. It's fine. I did a great job, and I deserve a pat on the back and a handshake. There we go. All right, so I just have to put the keyword of the enchanted here. I'll come back later and maybe make this maybe change it a little bit so it's not really like you're starting to recover mana, but like maybe you feel your mana your mana regen's accelerating. I'll come up with some fancy words for it. I will English the crap out of it later. I think there was a couple more things that I had to do. So we're unlocking achievements. Kind of keep going here. Let's skip ahead a little bit. So that's the lore of everything. Okay. There it is. This is what I was looking for. I had to come up with the localized name for the buffs themselves. And I'll just put in Enchanted Riftbloom Tea. Copy, paste, paste. Let's make this a little r. Little r, little r. There we go. We're going to save that. Now I need to make some icons. Or else if I try and play it now, the game will crash. Resources, where is it? Spells, here we go. So let's pull up the Riftbloom Tea. Here we go. Copy, paste, paste, paste. We just need the term enchanted. There we go. Enchanted Riftbloom Tea 2. Enchanted Riftbloom Tea 3. And I'm going to check one more thing. I may have to add it to the world properties for spells. We will see. Do I have... Nope, I don't have Riftbloom Tea in here. Okay. I didn't think I had anything else in there. All right, let's build and see if all of this gobbledygook actually means something. Again, we will have to go into the collectible behavior. I just want to see if I can log in without a crash. Call me old-fashioned. Oh, the localization won't be right. I forgot to type in enchanted here. But that's fine. Hey, it didn't crash. Awesome. Double check. Perfect. What I'll do is do a reload lang just to correct what I just fixed while the game was loading. All right. Let's... Now, if I drink it, I'll get the regular buff. Let's make sure that works. Yep. I'm a tier 3 mage, so I got the tier 3 version of Riftbloom Tea. Boom! Sounds good. We now have to go into this. And I need to take a snapshot of what you're holding. Token contains Riftbloom Tea. I need to take a look at the item stack right here. Let's put another if statement in here. It's going to be an if else statement. So I will say if the item stack dot we'll do collectible dot code dot path dot contains. So if it contains enchanted Chalix at all. Now we'll cut this out. We'll paste it into there. So if it is that, I'm going to modify the math a little bit here. Should be right in there. I should be able to do a ×2. There we go. That's what I want, because I want to take the mana amount, multiply it by your magic tier, and then whatever that number is, then I want to multiply that by 2. Lowers temporal stability by 25%. Why? Wait, why do I even have this key in here? No, we don't need that. There, that's better. That's a little better. We'll get rid of it here too. There we go. I guess I was putting in a string, right? Some information before, and then I just decided to do lower temporal stability by, and then just put in the raw percent. All right, so we're gonna fireball that in. So now I should look at both, right? So 3 mana per 5 seconds, 6 mana per 5 seconds, right? So that tells me that this if statement is absolutely working, so we'll copy that. Now the fun part here. I need to take a snapshot of, again, I gotta look to see what you are holding while you are consuming this. We're gonna cut that out and I'll paste it into here. Oh, so I can't access in slot, but actually there's just regular slots, so we'll do that. Perfect. And then for this, it will be Enchanted Riftbloom Tea. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to have the name Enchanted Riftbloom Tea. I may end up just calling it Riftbloom Tea in the end. But I have to differentiate it on the back end because it ticks differently. All right, so I need to get rid of mana. I'm going to I'm just going to kill myself. Boop. That's a great way to lose all of your mana. Great. Where was I? Over here. Here we go. So I have no mana right now. Empty. So I'm going to have to do this a couple ways. The first way, I'm just going to drink from the bucket. And I should get 3 mana a tick. So I had 1 tick there. So 3, 6, perfect. Looks like that should be good. We got 9. All right. So I'm going to reload so we clear our buff list. And then we're going to drink from the other thing, our new Chalix. All right. So I currently have 9 mana. Enchanted Riftbloom Tea. 22. Oof. Oh, that's my magic experience. Okay, there we go. 21 mana. 27. Yeah, so that would have been 6. So we should have 33. Yep, there we go. Another 6 will be 39. So it's doubled the potency by drinking from this. I drank it all. I dislike the length. It's too long. It's way too long. Why do I care to tell you that it's enchanted, right? It should just be regular Riftbloom Tea. It's if you want to know the stats, look at the vessel, right? Look at it. There we go. Enchanted Riftbloom Tea. I'm just gonna make it Riftbloom Tea. There, fireball that in. And let's do a .lang, oops, .reload lang. There we go. So now you see it up there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh, we got to do one more thing. You know what? I'm going to undo what I just did. We will put it back. I need to make sure that the overwrites happen correctly. So right now, if I drink from this, I'll get 2 buffs. We do not want that. I don't want you to double tap this. So we need to go into my system that applies buffs that I created. Status effects. And I need to do something like this. I'm going to put this here. But instead of swiftness, what I need to say is if this is equal to enchanted Riftbloom T, right? So if it's enchanted Riftbloom T 1, 2, or 3. And then we're going to start looking for each one in particularly, all right? So I'll say if you have, actually for this, I would have to do that, right? So if you already have Riftbloom T1 on, then I need to get rid of Riftbloom T1 right there. So that should unregister the buff, clear it off. We would remove it right here as well from the little tag as well, right? And then I need to apply, you know what? I can't use swiftness. I think I have to use velocity. Yeah, I got to use this one as the example. This is going to get me closest. So I'm going to paste that in. Same kind of thing. So if the ID equals Riftbloom T1, it's enchanted, right? Enchanted Riftbloom T1. Copy that. There. Take a quick look at something here. All right. So Riftbloom T1, 2, or 3. There we go. Kind of clean it up a little bit. There we go. So I need to make sure it's one of the new buffs, and then I need to start looking at each individual one, right? So this would just be Riftbloom T1, right? So if it's one of these buffs and you have Riftbloom T1, wait a minute, is this the way I'm gonna need it, or do I need to copy from one of these top ones? How do I want to do this? I think there's an easier way. No, because you know what? It's not going to work because I have like Riftbloom T1, right? And then Riftbloom T2, Riftbloom T3. And then I have another version of it, so it would be like 1, 1, 1, 2. That would get too confusing. I think we're fine. I think we are fine. I'm just gonna have to rewrite this a little more. So if you already have Riftbloom T1, I think I gotta do this one at a time. Something like this, right? So I'll look to see if you have Enchanted Riftbloom T1. And if you have that buff already, because you can only have one of these buffs at a time, they overwrite just fine. So if you have Enchanted Riftbloom T1 that you want to apply, I'm going to get the old Riftbloom T. And True Evo Tyrant, hey, thank you very much for the follow. Right, so I'm going to look to see you have the old version of the buff. I remove the old version of the buff. Just like that. I remove it from your buff list. And then I can tell you that the Riftbloom T effect wore off, so I can do Riftbloom T. Shoot, is that what I named it? Let me take a quick look here. That's kind of weird to tell you that the effects of Riftbloom T wears off and then you gain the effect of Riftbloom T. I'm not going to do that. For other buffs, it makes sense, but not for this. There we go. I'm just not going to send you a message. Just trust that you'll see the numbers change, right? You'll feel the potency. So I'm going to do the same thing. If this is Riftbloom T2, oh, actually, you know what? Let's not do that. Let me get rid of all of this. This is basically what I want, a snapshot of this. I'll do, if this is Enchanted Riftbloom T, and you have if you have the regular Riftbloom T effect. There we go. So in 6 months, when I come back to this because I suddenly want to add health potions or anything else outlandish, I'll know what this does. So we're just going to change all of these to 2, right? Because if you have the second version on, it's going to do the same thing. And then all of these are going to be the 3, 3, 3, 3, and 3. All right, we're going to fireball this in. Build a yes. All right, now we get to chug a bunch of tea. Everything should be working. Boop. Dun, 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 bum, 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 bum. All right, let's hop in. I'm ready to kill my liver. Ah, delicious. Glad it stopped snowing. We lost power so many times today here. Okay. So I drink that Riftbloom tea, regular Riftbloom tea. If I drink this again, it just refreshes the same buff, right? You feel your body start to recover mana. Oops. I keep forgetting that that's on. So I keep getting Riftbloom sickness from it. Now... let me stand, well, let me make sure here. So I should be getting 3 mana, so 24 to 20, there we go, 27, perfect. Now let's drink this. It should overwrite. There it is, it overwrote. So we have 30, 36, so I'm getting the better version. If, now this is the other part of this. If I drink this, will it overwrite? Nope. Nope. It still adds the secondary buff. We need to add a little bit more, and I am temporarily insane right now. Oof. There's my admin tool. Let's get all my stability back. There we go, or at least enough of it. I'm gonna reload that. Okay, so now I need to do something before I apply this buff. I need to do a check to see if you have a weaker version of that buff already on, right? And then do a return, because you can still drink it. I just need to make sure I don't put a duplicate buff on you. this is actually what I want, because I want to tell you a stronger version of the buff is already on. So we're going to go back down here. In here, I'm going to get another if statement, right? And we'll just slap that in. So I need to do a check here to see if you have the regular Riftbloom T buff on. Or if you're trying to put the regular version on. And we'll do enchanted Riftbloom T there. And I need to get the attributes here. Actually, I could just copy this if statement right there. Whoops, not that one. I want to overwrite this one. Right, so if you're putting the regular one on and you have the enchanted version, that's when I send this to you. And then for the has attribute, it's going to be this string right here, right? Oh, it was, Jesus Christ, it's the same thing. I already had the if statement right there. So if you're trying to put regular Riftbloom T on and you have the enchanted T, then stop doing anything right then and there and say that you have a more powerful version of the buff. I may have to change this up for order of operations. Nope, I don't. Never mind. So I'm going to paste this in. This will be Riftbloom T2, 2, and that's it. And then this one, I'll paste this in. This will be 3 and 3. There we go. All right, so let's do that again. There we go. I drink it. Right there, Riftbloom T. If I drink this, I got the enchanted. If I drink this, a stronger version of this buff is already active. Let me make sure I'm only ticking at 6. So 54 should have 60. Yep, there it is. Now I should have 66, 166. There we go. Perfect. Well, I got this working. I'm freaking out, man. I love this thing. Best debug tool I've made. You stand in it and it heals everything. Heals it all. I don't know if I really like the look of this. I don't know. What do you think? Stretch, huh? I've never tried Corpse Explosion on a trader. Nope. Never tried it on a trader. I'm really sorry, Stretch. I think you've been there for a long time, stranded, giving you release. That's what I'm doing. I just got to make sure things are going to work. I'm so sorry. Shit, it works. It worked. Oh, man. Now, I wonder if Stretch will respawn. I wonder if they respawn. Right? After so many days of them dying, they do respawn, right? I think that may have just, like, deleted them, though. Your body stops recovering mana. Hey, my mana buff is over. That only lasts 2 minutes. That's pretty awesome, though. All right, so I guess that is done. I need to make a recipe to be able to get these. I don't know what materials it should be made out of. Like Eldrathnium, yeah, probably the nails and strips, right? I mean, like enchanted stone, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to use leather, you know, like anything like that. I don't know, maybe it would work. No, that'd be weird brown. Weird brown. No. I could make it green. I could maybe, let me see what the Arcanus texture looks like. Maybe it could look like Arcanus. So that's where it is. Obelisk, there it is. And I will do the normal Arcanus. All right, we're going to reload again. So we should see the Eldrathrium will stay the same, but we'll have a green. We'll have a nice green version. You know what? I like that a lot more. Maybe it was a texture thing. Look at that. Look at that. My gosh. Dude, I like that. That looks pretty good. Let's see what it looks like on a shelf. Yeah, look at that. That feels a lot more magic-y. Oh man, what's it look like? What's it look like with the other stuff? How about I do this? I'm gonna make variants of this. This will be normal, or you know, I'll just do a tier 1, 2, 3. There we go. We're gonna come down here. Copy, paste, paste. And this will be tier 1. This will be tier 2. This will be tier 3. Instead of normal, it'll be seraphic. This will be primal. And what I can do down here, I think I can do this one by type. Which means I'll cut all of this out. I will do dash tier 1. Paste that in, copy, paste, paste. This will be tier 2 and 3. Maybe they hold different amounts, right? Maybe the first one can only hold 2 servings, and then 4 servings, and then 6 servings. Right? This is gonna ruin all of this stuff here. It's gonna ruin it all. Just fucking break it. Just break it all now. There we go. Anything else? Oh, I got stuff on me. That's fine. Reload. Because I think that'd be pretty good. It gives you another thing to pursue if that is important to you. If mana regen is important to you, you may want to prioritize getting one of these, or talk to a mage that is higher level and trade for one. Let me make sure I don't have any texture issues. I do not. All right, so we should have 3 different versions of this. There we go. Look at that. Let's get rid of some of this stuff. Bam, bam, and bam. Oops. Bam, bam. There. So you got this version, right, which is the tier 1. You got this version, which is the tier 2, and this one, which is tier 3. Of course, it's getting dark. That looks pretty cool. All right. All right, let's do the localization. What did I call this? Dash tier 1. Tier 2 and tier 3. So I wonder if I should do like maybe enchanted Chalix and then a primal enchanted. Right, so it's in line with it would be weird to be like a normal enchanted Chalix, you know. Primal, and then this would be the Seraphic SERAPHIC. There we go. All right, for this I could just do dot reload lang. There we go. All right, let's make sure that these things can actually hold liquid. So I took 2 liters out of there. Empty, empty. Ooh, I took 4 out of there. Yep, I have 4 liters in that. And that took 6. Well played. We just need ways to make this stuff now. Ah, damn it, that thing. Rust sickness. Oh God, what is it called? Hold one moment here. Pulpo, right? Pulpo.
Trying to get some work done.
Okay, I need to find whatever the rice, cheese, and chicken thing was. Oraro. Okay, I'll text it to you. Thank you. Why does this look different? One moment, everyone. I gotta get my we're getting Mexican food tonight. Let's just do a search for chicken. This place doesn't really have like, I just want they have this like chicken. This can't be it. They use weird names. I think it's Zaro con Polo. Grilled chicken on a bed of rice topped with cheese dip. Perfect. That's what it is right there. Let me text this here. I knew it started with an A, like Arizio. All right, let's send this text. Customize how you are seeing. I don't want to fucking do that. Come on, no one. Just want to send a damn text message. Jesus Christ. I'm getting spicy vice. All right, so ARROZ con Polo. Oh man, okay. No, stop. It's literally, it was typing in okay. Are you fucking kidding me? This damn phone. Con Polo. There we go. Man. True Evo Tyrant, the lack of vocal cadence change talking about modding versus food ordering is bizarre. Hey man, that's where we are. That's what's happening. Trust me, it was spur of the moment for me too. Man, I could get one of their grilled burritos. I don't know. What do they got for appetizers? Is there something more that I want? You know what? No. There you go. Perfect. Text sent. All right, are you ready for another 180? Because we're back into modding, baby. We're back into modding. Oh, damn it! Ugh. This thing I keep getting too close to it. Way too close. Okay, so to make this, I guess I have some decisions to make now. Should it be like other things, like other mods, where like you have to have the old chalice, right, in the new kind of chalice recipe? You know what I mean? Like, are you need the enchanted and then add a couple more things to turn it to the primal, so it kind of builds? Because if you don't do that, then you're gonna have old versions of the item that just do nothing, right? They're dead items. I made the decision. That's what we're gonna do. Here we go. Sounds great to me. What kind of items should we use? Definitely some nails and strips. We're definitely going to want some Arcanus in there. Of course, of each type. I'm just going to grab a bunch. What else? What else? There should be... I don't think you really need to have like a crystal in there. That doesn't really make sense. No cloth. God, man, the only thing you could really have in there would be like this enchanted stone. Maybe compound. Maybe you can have some compound in there to like hold it all together. Little Sears compound. All right, let's see what this looks like. GM1, right? Maybe that. Nope, I don't like it already, because I kind of want... Maybe something like that? Whoops, maybe 4 of those. Four of those, 2 compounds, and some nails and strips, and then you use the resonator, right? Perfect. There we go. And you piece that together. It's magic. That's the best part of this mod. You can come up with anything random and be like, it's magic, guys. Is the idea that they're made of glass? Actually, the idea is that it's made of Eldrathium. So in the new version of this mod, I'm actually starting to type out some lore as to like why things react the way they are, right? Like primordial magic and how that distills into the essence types, and then those essence types distill into specific elements, and why some elements are in conflict, right? So the idea is Eldrathium is a metal that you're going to create from melting gears down, rusty gears, with a little obsidian and a little splash of my, my magic dust, right? And then you get this kind of metal that you can smith out, turn into different things. And the idea is Riftbloom, right? The new Riftbloom tea. There we go. The new Riftbloom tea is actually cold brewed from the Riftbloom seeds, from the Riftbloom plants. And by holding this liquid in something that resonates, which is Eldrathium, right? Resonates with the rust in the void world and all of that, it actually increases the potency. It's just like the rift blooms when they're near a rift, they actually grow 4 times faster, right? So the idea is you're primarily using this magic metal to store a magic fluid, and that magic fluid has a positive reaction being around that magic metal, right? So that's the whole point of you drinking out of one of these. It doubles the potency of your buff. So that's kind of what it is. Like, I had considered making this glass, but I did not want to do that because I'm skating an edge right now. I do not want to make an alchemy mod. This is a magic mod. If people want potions and stuff like that, they can use the alchemy mod that's already available or make an alchemy mod themselves, right? Like mine's casting spells, doing magic, right? So if I make it look too much like a potion bottle, people are going to be, this is a slip and slide. Well, why can't I use this reagent and make health potions? And why can't I do this? And I should really be able to brew and distill things down, right? And use the condenser. No, none of that, right? I don't want any of that because it's a slippery slope. So it's really just magic metal. Cool, thank you for the explanation. My pleasure. You got any questions, let me know. What I'm actually playing with right now, all these little systems like the gateways and stuff here. I'll give you a little rundown here. So I got my current version of the mod out. I got to a point where I was going to come up with another update to fix some things, and I didn't find the fun in the current version of the mod. So I decided to do a full rewrite on it. This is the alpha version of the rewrite. I pretty much disabled every item, started from scratch, brought things in one at a time, and thought how they should interact and how I would want you to progress through magic without grinding your face into a wall. Literally. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Anyone who's a supporter has been playing this for like, God, months now, I'd say. You know, the new alpha version of this, giving feedback, which has been super helpful. Pretty much there's some things that are similar to the current version that's out on the ModDB site. But it's just similar. Like they all everything kind of works differently now, how everything is. So I'm actually just about ready to launch the beta. I'm so confident that the beta is in the mod info, I actually put in beta. It's official. Next release is the beta release. Yeah, and I limit it to the supporters because since I did a mod rewrite, people don't read, right? Like there have been times when I have change logs and I document like, hey, I had to change the staff, right? The back end of the staff, it's a different registry name. All your staves are going to be gone, right? You got to remake your staves. And I get a bunch of private messages from people being like, oh, your mod's broken, you know, and they're showing me a screenshot of the staff that's now a black little box. And they're like, I lost my staff. And I'm like, you didn't read the change logs. I did not want to do that this time around because this is pretty much a different mod. If you take an old world where you were doing magic and then you put the new rewrite on there, everything from the watched attributes, like everything's different. All the registry names are different. Like everything exists in a different capacity. So it's going to screw up worlds, right? So 1.20, when we get a full version of that, not this pre-release, not release candidate, right? Like a full version, quite a few versions into it. So I know, you know, like it's not going to be like, oh yeah, by the way, you know, 1.20.4, you have to make a new world, right? And by the way, modders, there's a bunch of things to fix. That's when everyone will have access to the new version of the mod. And you know, I added a lot. It's completely different. Speaking of looking at this, I need to find the version of the Riftbloom Tea section right here. We need to add to this now to include the new chalice. I guess I was going to call it a chalice, but I wanted a different word. Again, I didn't want to use flask. I didn't want to use bottle, right? I'm trying to stay away from anything that would have people asking me to turn this mod into an alchemy mod. So I wanted to be very careful with that. All right, I got a couple things to do. I need to expand this. I need to expand the guidebook. Maybe just a quick blurb here. Anyone could drink this tea, but only mages. Yeah, I'll put another paragraph in. I could type something in talking about, like making this stuff. I think we need to do the recipe first. So let's do that. So the recipe is going to be pretty easy. Wait, do I? Oh, good. I have it over there. Perfect. So altogether, we're going to have to make 6 recipes. Recipes. Grid. Cannot craft. We're going to have a tier 1, 2, and 3. This is going to be considered a tool. Copy, paste. I'll copy the Keystone Gateway here. And I'll say item dash enchanted chalice. Oh, and I got to put dash tier 1. Copy. So for this one, you'll be able to use any resonator. The end result is going to be this dash tier 1. This is a block. I actually have to change it in the name here. There we go. You only get one of those. This is going to be a 3x3, which means in here I'm going to have to put a comma in, and then we'll have to put other stuff in. So I wanted Arcanus, nails and strips, and then Arcanus again. On this row, it's going to be the nails and strips. The compound I'll put as C. And then that. All right, so let's start doing this. So this will be N game. This will be metal, nails and strips dash Eldrathia. C is going to be rustic compound. And I need to copy this, paste, and then Arcanus A for Arcanus dash normal. Let me look at my dummy grid recipe, or my dummy grid item again. Right in here. There we go. Do I have to make a new entry? So I got Rusty Dust, I got Shifting Fibers, we got Enchanted Stone, I have Zeganite. I'm going to throw in a little Rusty Dust into the mix. It's cheap enough. Right there, D. Let's copy this. Make another entry called R. And I'll call this Rusty Dust. There we go. So we'll pop in some Rusty Dust right there. And then I'll put the dummy item right there. Perfect. We're going to save that. Let's make sure this actually works before I do anything else. You know what? Actually, we won't do that. I'm going to make the version 2 and 3. So I'll paste this in. This will be the tier 2. There we go. Hop into here. Copy that. Go ahead and paste that in. I will give this new thing X. There we go. Make this tier 2. Then just replace this with X. Man, I am breezing through this. All right, so tier 3. Paste that in. So this will be a 3. This will be a 2. Oh, this should be seraphic. This should be primal. All right, so all 3 recipes should be done. Let's just rebuild, hop back in the game, go into the guidebook, and make sure that I didn't mess up any registry names or, you know, anything, because I did manually type it all out. And I fat finger things a lot. Nope, look at that. Block code. Oh, wait. Screenshot. No. I gotta look at it from the logs. Metal nails and strips. Oh, it doesn't like that game code. What is it called? So it is game metal nails with an S and ST. I forgot the R. I forgot stips. I said stips. Oh man. I knew it. Here we go. Put an R in there. Let's put an R in there. And let's put an R right there. Okay, there we go. Save. Let's go ahead and reload. We'll pretend that didn't happen. Never happened. Spelled it right the first time. Yeah, look at that. No more errors, huh? It's great. All right, let's pull up the handbook. There we go. There's our items. If I click here, you could use any version of the resonator, but this is what it's going to take to make one of these. Thalmic workbench only. These objects can be converted into something new. Oh shit! I have this as a catalyst. Let's take a quick look here. I don't believe it. But I did copy something as a template. Yeah, workbench catalyst. Let's not have that in there. Let's put in handbook, enchanted, Chalix. We'll have the title right there. Save, fireball. Where is my language file? There it is. Okay, so this is where all of my stuff is. I'm gonna copy this, paste it in. This will be enchanted, Chalix. It's a grail. And okay, we're gonna type something on the fly here. This is going to say magical vessel. I'll say consuming Riftbloom tea from this magical vessel will double the potency of the mana regen buff. You know, I'm just going to say that. Consuming Riftbloom tea from this magical vessel will double the potency of the mana regen buff. I can always come back to it once I feel more wordy. We're going to do a whole reload because I changed the key in the JSON file. This should also pop in the new localization. And we'll get rid of that whole catalyst thing. Oh my. There we go, magical vessel. There we go, that's better. That is better. Perfect. All right, so, oh, you know what? I have to change the recipes. I don't want you using copper. I don't want to use copper here. For tier 2, you could either use the tier 2 resonator or the tier 3. Same thing for this. If it's the tier 3 you're making, you have to have a tier 3 resonator. All right, let's reload one more time. This should lock everything in. And we next thing we'll have to do is duplicate these 3, put them in another folder, so you can actually make these in the Thaumic workbench. Right, so that's 1, 2, 3. That looks good. Let's go into this. This. Oh, I forgot the rustic compound. I forgot to change that out too. So this would be glimmering. Glimmering compound. This would be the seer compound. We'll get there in the end. Reload again. I have to say, after this, I think beta is done. I think I'm ready for the beta release. All right, so yep, rustic compound, regular arcanist, nails and strips, perfect. The next version, couple more nails and strips, a new compound, new arcanist, so you can use iron or steel, and that's it. The best version of this, yep, it's only steel, Sears compound, and the all tier 3 stuff. Perfect. I gotta change one more thing. Gotta change one more thing. We gotta go into right here. So for handbook, I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna put a star tier 1. There we go. We're gonna do a handbook by type. Just one more change. Isn't that how it is with a junkie, right? Just one more and I'm good. I'll be done forever. Please believe me. All right, I just have to change these from tier 2 and tier 3. Right there. See, it was saying magic tier 1 plus. That's not true. You're gonna have to be a tier 3 mage in order to make this, which is why it's all tier 3 stuff. Let's reload again. You know, people like it when the guidebooks and all the information are accurate. Go figure. It's crazy. All right. Let's do this. All right, so magic tier 1, magic tier 2. It's a simple thing, but little things like that will confuse people. And the mod's already going to be complex enough. I don't need to throw more things at everyone. Why? Oh, okay, okay. No, that I just want to make sure because technically what I just made, you can put like anything in here, right? So like if I got honey, right? We put down some honey. Let me just get a fresh one. Fresh empty one, right? You could store honey in this, right? Like this is a storage vessel. It's just that the Eldranthium's not going to react with anything else. If you have like the jelly or anything like that, then you could drink from it too. Like I could just straight up drink this honey, even though it does nothing at all for me. And you can see it actually goes down till I got nothing left. Right? You can drink, anything. Cool. There, throw that one. Ah! Oh, I wanted to make sure this still worked. I did make a change to the botanical matrix. Let's get a wand, I guess. We'll just cast transmutation on it to turn it on. Okay, good. The particles still work. Yeah, that's looking good. And these should be in a greenhouse, and they are. Good. I just wanted to make sure that it was still applying the buff. Sweet. Throw that throw that bucket over there. Out of here. Jeez, all right. What more can I work on? I got a little more time. I got 7 more minutes. I got 7 more minutes. Inner mana lantern. You make this directly from smithing. Magical lantern able to contain different types of essence. I don't have a way to turn these on yet, right? Let's go into the test world. Do, 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 do. Boom, 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 boom. Boo. You know what? There's one song in particular I'm going to put on here. Where is it? A little further down the list than I thought it'd be. There it is. There we go. Where is it? Oh, so it would have been something like that. I don't think I have the ritual in yet to be able to turn a mana lantern into. But let's try it. Let's try it. Let's make it daytime. There we go. I'll just put it right here. Let's get some magic chalk. Do 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 do. I think it was something like this. No. It was that. I remember now. Let's just pull up some mana torches. It doesn't matter which ones. We'll do the dark. Evil. Oh, I don't want to cast agility. I want transmutation. Look at that! Wow, I actually have it in. Oh, I have to look at that because it should not have done that. I need to look at transmutation. There it is. And this is going to be, it'll be Mana Torch, Light Lit. So that's the Ritual of Creation. That's not what I want. Here we go. Mana Torch Lantern. So trigger new type. Ah, this one's in World Magic instead of Rituals. Which means attempted consumption for Mana Torch. Block Mana Torch consumption. That should be 100% chance. So I roll a random, and I'm getting this chance. So 100. So if the random number is less than or equal to 100, then all of those should have been turned inert. But only one was, unless I reload. Maybe there was, maybe I got to send a cleanup packet to synchronize things. Starting to get hungry. Nope, that is legit. Only that one went out. Let's do this again. let's light this candle. Let's turn this one back on. Greater transmutation. There we go. Two went out that time. All right, I'm missing something here. There's something's going on. Oh, my configs. Oh, shoot, I never regenerated my configs. Oh, let's take a look. I've recently changed this. All right, let's go into assets. Nope, actually, just kidding. Let's go into roaming. Vintage story data, mod configs. Let's turn word wrap off. And what I am looking for is Mana Torch. Essence cost. Underscore. Here we go. Consumption chance. It has the old one. That's why. Everything should work. This is going to change to 100 when everything regenerates for people, which I will make sure to trigger that right now. I'm just going to put a file version 2.0. I'll do 0.1. There we go. It's going to be unhappy with me now, but it will force things to be regenerated. But that should do it. So you can empower these now. Okay, I think that was the last thing. I guess what I can do is pop up GitHub. We're gonna update GitHub, finish the changelog. I'm gonna push this out. I'm gonna say beta v1. All right, we're gonna do added. Oh, I can't push it out yet. There's one thing that I forgot to do. I don't think I'm gonna have time now. It's gonna probably have to be later tonight. That right there. I don't have it in the guidebook in this section here. Or maybe I should put it in here. So we got meditation, we got growing as a mage.
Staying here or are you going with me?
I can go. I'll find someone to raid.
Okay.
I think I'll put it in here. I'm gonna expand this section. That's the last thing to do. So it'll be later tonight. Tonight we're gonna have the beta. I'll make an announcement in Discord. But let's find someone to raid. Who is playing Vintage Story? We got Drax Fantastic in there. This Minecraft is hella weird. All right. Whatever you say, man. Broski. Trying my best against all odds. Okay. I'm not really sure who to raid. I think I'm following Drax. Maybe. You know what? Actually, I think we got like one person watching here. I think we got like one person watching. This is gonna be one of those rare times where I don't think I will raid someone. There's a handful of people. You know, I think we'll be fine. Thank you everyone for watching. Tonight, I will be, like I said, in the Discord, I will be releasing the new, beta at this point. When I get home, it'll probably be, I'll be able to work on this again in 3 hours from now. Actually, possibly less, probably an hour and a half. I just have to pretty much type a paragraph into here and expand this a little bit. And yeah, everything else should come together. And then I will start a poll in Discord to see what other mods people want, because I'm going to run a multiplayer server for this. That way we can all kind of play with magic and, you know, and test it out, right? Test out my magic. Let's make sure it works really well in multiplayer. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful night, and I'll talk to y'all later. And before I do this, let's do Discord. Just in case we got some lurkers in there, that's the Discord. Join it. It's fun.